everybody. I am Henry, Willy's father, and today Willy told me he was failing the class. That was until he was told that he had to do Miss Cumstein's project, so I'm here helping him. He's making himself 6 sandwiches, and so I'm going to help him with his project on American history. In 1803, Americans went westward and slaughtered Indians like you wouldn't believe. They killed those people who wouldn't give us their land for free. Every day we slaughtered them until they were extinct, much like the delicious dodo bird. And in 1853, we took all of that land from the Mexicans, and we took it, and we killed them for it, and it was fun. America is a country of possibility. If you feel like you're done wrong, all you have to do is kill those people that done you wrong. And that is what makes America great. What also makes America great is knowing that no matter what happens, we will always have beautiful fields and lush wheat. And I don't eat that stuff though. And the sky and a log cabin that kind of looks like the shed that I also live in from time to time whenever mama has the demons. And this is a diagram of fat shaming. I'm gonna go a little off topic here, but fat shaming is destroying America. I remember a time when the fat man or woman, I'm not sexist or anything like that, but sometimes you can't tell between a fat man and a fat woman, if you know what I mean. And so, fat shaming is destroying America. I remember in history class that the fat man and woman were enslaved to put on spectacles for the thin people because being fat was a sin against mankind at the time. But thankfully, we don't live in those days anymore. Thankfully, the fat man can go outside in his rascal or hobble around on his feet without being ridiculed by those who think less of them. Back in 1790, the fat man was put on display and were forced to work in music studios to apply deep soulful lyrics and hymns to songs. Many people think the fat man likes to eat food. That is not the case. We only do it so that we could be warm for the winter and save on our heating bills. America once said that they apologized for slavery, but that was for slavery that didn't matter to me or to my ancestors. I want to be paid by the government to be as an apology for shaming fat people by forcing them to be medical instruments and for being put on display in circuses and in opera houses. America needs to apologize for allowing these crimes to happen. Furthermore, I am sick and tired of going to a store and having people point and laugh at me because I'm on a scooter and I am trying to live my life the way God intended it to be. Why won't Obama give more money for those who are physically disabled in the weight department? This is a video discussing... Okay, Will's back now. So, in American history, we decided to take over South America and claim it as our own. Many people died just to save a few cents on bananas. Then we came over here to this little line here, and we killed all the Native Americans we came in contact with because they wouldn't give us our land that was rightfully ours. My great uncle, Henry Tobias Fathom Williams V, was a great American explorer who also traded with the Native Americans and also helped free the fat man from the tyranny of the clutches of Alexander the Great. A world like this is something that we cannot live without. We need to teach these lessons in school, especially the year when those sneaky, sneaky Puerto Ricans invaded America in 1992. It just chokes me up because I lost so many friends in that war. Americans need to move onward and westward, as you can see. This short documentary that I'm doing for Willy's class, we're doing for Willy's class, is a great discussion point on how America was once great, but now we are dividing ourselves in different groups, which is stupid, because like the Declaration of Independence says, united we stand, divided we go to hall. I'm thinking here they're talking about Hall of Notes. I sure do love me some Hall of Notes. But anyways, back to the topic. The Great Cattle Invasion of 1492 took place, and as you can see on this map, our forces were greatly struck down with the Freddie Mercury disease, and then the cattle decided to invade. We tried with all our might to push them away, but they just wouldn't go away until we invaded them and gave them the polio back in 1872. This map here describes all the lost lands and how the maps changed from when we took it from the Mexicans and then when we took it back from the cows. Not much could be said about this great country. I recall a time when Theodore Roosevelt once told my grandpappy, William, if you guys don't know who William is, look back to one of my Fat Diary episodes. He's the guy that's kissing my mother very passionately. He's such a good guy. But he told me one time he was at the park drinking out of a paper bag with his friend Leroy and some guy named Listerine. He goes over and he starts drinking with him. And then Theodore Roosevelt tells him all this great history stuff that they never wanted the public to know. Like, did you know other spots on the map are really secret government UFO bases? It's true. Not many people could say that about these great American facts. Not many people could tell you about the time we went to war against Canada, and Canada invaded us. And then they looked around and they said, you guys are more screwed up than we thought, and gave it back to us out of pity. Not many people know when that happened, but I do. That happened back in 1987, when man first landed on the moon. That was a great day for us. A great day for humanity. As you can see, America's forming quite well here. Unlike myself, who is losing toes and back fat faster than you could shake a stick. America is a country for freedom and democracy. But until we get retribution from the United States government for our forced slavery and for being persecuted more than any other group in the country, then we will finally be truly free. Please do not point and laugh at my son Willy. He has an irritable bowel. At the slightest ounce of stress will force him to evacuate his bowels and go forth with a humiliating walk of shame. So, we're almost done this video, and as you can see, America's growing. All those dots are American death camps set up to kill the fat man off. Men and women and children of girth were executed primarily for their delicious meat and harvested for their hides. Look at that house. Look at those people there. They're cutting down trees to build the outhouses to sustain the fat man. I don't see any fat people working over here, so I guess that means they're fat shamers. Thin shaming is wrong. Fat shaming is worse. When you see a skinny person make fun of a fat person, that's just the worst thing they could do. But whenever we make fun of thin people and thin shame them, it should be acceptable, because that is what makes America great, because we are all retarded that way. But anyways, I gotta go now. I've got to protest outside of a store because all the women and men and children are all skinny. And I weigh now 590 pounds. So, Miss Cumstein, please let Willy pass to 8th grade this time, and it would make our family so proud. It would make all of us proud. And if not, you can expect to see me outside. I can't promise you I won't be naked again. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed Willy's American Adventures. Have a good day, everybody.